She used to be practically like my sister.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be. All right, so tell me what happened.
So a few months ago, I saw her ex-boyfriend, Derek. And
It sounds like there's always an ex-boyfriend, something. Two friends, been friends for 15 plus years.
It's muddy.
Like sisters. It's either an ex-boyfriend or some money. You know, it's typically one of the two situations. So now we've got Derek.
yeah,
Derek is her ex-boyfriend?
her ex-boyfriend, yeah.
Ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, we met down the street, like something very organically, like not something that I initiated.
Okay,
in some
so
way.
this relationship with you and Derek was over?
Yes.
Yes, for a year.
Right, ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend.
All right, how long had you been with Derek?
Derek and I were dating for about a year.
About a year, and then it was over.
Yes.
And you see him.
Yeah, over like down the street.
Okay.
From nowhere.
So why is that a problem?
So we started talking. He offered for us to grab coffee. We just sat there like two friends, like nothing more. And I'll be honest with you, Your Honor, I've been dating for a while. I didn't feel like that for a long time, that I have like this kind of chemistry. So, but I'm an honest person, and she's my friend for years. So I wanted to be honest, and I wanted to talk about it and to set things up, you know, to hash things up. And
So wait. You're skipping over a lot of important pieces here. You say you see him, you all have coffee,
Yeah.
and then what happened between
Nothing.
you and Derek?
We left it like that, and I felt something.
So you felt something for Derek?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the part I'm not clear about.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Yes.
So after you all connect,
Yeah.
you felt something,
Yeah.
and you wanted to pursue a relationship with Derek.
But I didn't do anything.
But you didn't do anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm not that kind of a girl.
All right, and so what happens next?
So I contacted Emma to sit, to grab dinner, to talk about those things. She ignored me for a while.
What do you mean she ignored you for a while?
She didn't answer my call. She texted really like small text, like I'm in the middle of something, can't talk. I didn't
Okay,
know
so
what's
Emma,
wrong.
she reaches out to you. Did she tell you why she wanted to talk to you?
No, Your Honor, she didn't tell me why, but Derek had actually texted me after they got coffee together.
And said
he
what?
told me that they went on a coffee date. And I was waiting for her to reach out, and she didn't. And when she eventually did, I was, you know, a little bit upset. So
let me ask this. We're talking about a day or two. We're talking about a week later that she reaches out. We're talking about a month, months. How long?
A month,
1
Your
month.
Honor. A month.
A month. So after you saw Derek,
Yeah, and it wasn't a date, by the way. I have to, Your Honor, I have to say that.
so you were out with coffee.
Yeah.
It was not a date. But you all are like close best friends.
Yes.
So what happens in that month? Did you not have any contact with her at all?
No, I tried to reach out to her many times, and she didn't answer. She was so like aloof.
So this is what I'm not understanding. He has coffee with her. How soon after they had coffee did Derek tell you?
He told me the next day.
Oh, that's the key. So now for a month, she's trying to reach out to you. You're feeling a certain kind of way. But if he's your ex, why did you have that reaction?
He and I had a hard relationship.
What do you mean heart relationship?
There was
You
a
know
lot
I'm going to ask the questions. You know I'm going to want to know.
Yeah.
You can't just say you had a heart relationship.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He was hiding a lot of things from me, his texts, and I thought that he may have been seeing other people, and he wasn't being fully honest with me. And
So you thought he was cheating on you during the relationship?
yeah, and he
Is
knew
that
that
what
I'd
caused
been
you all to
cheated
break
on.
up?
It was I called it off initially. I said I won't be disrespected anymore. I deserve to be told the truth, and when I broke up with him, I just needed space to heal. Like, I have all these wounds from the relationship, trust issues and hurt that I needed time to heal from. And, you know, Leila was like the #1 person that I talked to, my best friend, obviously, about the whole situation. And I just wanted space for as long as possible.
So now Derek calls you. Was that, from your perspective, was that kind of him doing a dig? Like, hey, you know, I had coffee with your best friend yesterday.
No, I think that it was him trying to show up for me and be honest.
So you gave him the benefit of the doubt. You didn't think it was a dig. You didn't think like, hey, look who I'm talking to now. Okay. But you felt a certain kind of way about her.
I did, because she knew everything that I had been through, and there are
So you felt betrayed.
I felt betrayed. Out of all the people in the world that she could have gotten coffee with, she chose my ex.
I mean, do you see her perspective of this?
Your Honor, I don't. For real,
Tell me, explain to me why.
I cannot understand why her ex that she didn't talk to, you know, in a year is telling you something and you believe him instead of come to me and ask me like two adults, which is what we are, and you're believing his words and you're not even bothering to talk to me or to ask me like.
Well, she didn't say he lied. She said that he told her that you all had coffee together.
But she said that he told her that we were on a date. It's something very different.
Well, people use different terminology. If you go out for coffee, some people may consider that a date. Some people may consider it just going out for coffee. I could see you going out with someone and them thinking it was a date.
But I didn't take it that way.
But he did, and that's how he described it.
She needed to come and tell me and ask me, and that's why I called you. That's why I approached you. I wanted to clear things out. I wanted to say that, like I said with Derek, that wasn't like something serious. I wanted to check with you if you're okay, and you didn't let me.
Well, the problem was that he reached out and told me the next day, and you were texting me. It was like small talk for the next month, not bringing it up. So
It's not
I knew
small
the
talk.
truth.
I tried to schedule with you. I didn't want to disrespect you and write you things on a message or.
Well, why not
or
say,
call.
instead of like, hey, what's up? You know, the regular kind of text, like, listen, there's something really important that I need to sit down and talk to you about. Please call me back.
You're on.
Your ex feeling like they need to come tell you anything is weird and inappropriate. They're your ex. You are not romantically entangled. It is no longer their job to make sure you're okay about anything. Now, I know it's weird when you've just broken up because you're used to thinking about them that way. But Derek coming to this girl in red and saying, hey, just letting you know, went for a coffee with your really good friend, that is weird. Why are you telling her that? I don't understand what the point of that is. Her well-being is not your concern anymore. So all I can think is that you were saying sort of like, hey, see, getting with someone else already. You know, like, I don't know.
I really tried. For a
No,
month,
you didn't
I
try hard
tried.
enough. Let me tell you why you didn't. Because if you had said, let me ask the question, did you say there is something very important
I told her.
I need to talk to you
Yes,
about?
I told her I need to talk with you about something really important. Please, let's meet.
A month later is when you said, let's meet.
No, during the months. Check your messages. Check your
I would
messages.
have responded, because the minute you said, let's meet in person, I
Listen,
went.
Emma, from the first moment that your ex wrote you a message, you canceled me. That's
I
the
wanted
honest,
one more
that's
time
the
from
honest
you.
truth.
So when you all met, tell me about that meeting. Start by telling me your side of what happened.
Okay,
that night.
so I invited her to our favorite restaurant for us to have, like a safe space.
Let me ask you an important question.
Tell me.
Between the time that you had coffee with Derek and the time that you all met at your favorite restaurant, what happened with you and Derek?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. He
Nothing.
wrote me a message, and I said I can't continue until I'm getting Emma's approval, like a good friend.
So you didn't text him, you didn't call
Nothing.
him, he didn't call you.
Your Honor, I
You didn't
swear-
go out with him anymore.
Nothing.
So now, all right, we're at the time when you're all having the meeting. You're there at the favorite restaurant. Tell me what happens.
So I got there by Uber, and she arrived with her own car. We went in, we talked. I told her everything. I said what happened. I asked her if she's okay with that. And she said, no, I'm completely cool with it.
Stop. Tell me what happened at the dinner.
Okay.
What happened?
So we got to dinner. Yes, she took an Uber, Lyft, I drove. We started to eat. It was like small talk, casual, and I was waiting for her to bring it up because I thought she was going to open with, I am sorry. I have something to tell you, to admit, like I wanted an apology. And when she started to talk and she said that she had feelings that she wanted to pursue with Derek, my heart sunk and my mind just started racing. It is not at all what I expected, so it's not something that I prepared for. She's always been a good friend to me, so I thought she was going to apologize, really. Say it
Because
was a
you already
mistake.
knew that they had met for coffee.
Yes, and I was waiting
her.
for this moment for her to admit it to me. And she said she had feelings for him that she wanted to pursue, and I said immediately, I'm really uncomfortable with that. And I just felt all of these wounds start to open up, you know, from my relationship with Derek. And
That's a very different story. So you're telling me under oath that she said, okay, cool, girl, go for it.
Yeah, even like super chill, super aloof. Like, yeah, I'm your friend. I'm not with him for a year already, so do whatever you want. Like, it's totally okay with me. That's what she said. That's why I'm so happy that we're here, Your Honor.
The two stories are so radically different.
Apparently, it's been a year since she dated Derek, not a month. I thought it was a month. I think it's been a month since the coffee meetup. And I am still not sure that's long enough. I'm not sure it's ever long enough, because if you date someone closely enough, I don't think it's ever not going to be weird for you that you now have to figure out how to have just a friendship. You know, if it was shallow and it didn't mean anything to you, and you can sort of be in the same room as them, look at them with other people, and it just doesn't bother you, you know, fine. I could see how it would bring up, you know, memories of moments you've shared. That's all going to be running through your mind if you consider them being with one of your friends. And so, is it fair to say, hey, anyone who's friends with me can never date any of my exes? It doesn't seem like it. So maybe you just need to be willing to go through the emotional turmoil of developing like a normal foundational friendship with your ex when you otherwise wouldn't have to, you know, because most people don't remain friends with their exes. If you're forced to because of this sort of situation, then I guess it's a chance for you to be a good friend. Let's see what happens. Why there's a $9,000 suit going on. Let's see.
Why did you get in the car with her?
When we went out, I called an Uber. Like, I ordered an Uber.
Right.
And she told me, listen, I want to take you home. I told her, it's okay, I can take an Uber. And she said, no, I won't let you take an Uber. See how, you can see how rainy it is. Like, I don't want you to take an Uber, I'll take you.
What happened?
I was going to my car, and she asked for a ride home. She wanted to go with me. She did not call. I would never force her to go in the car with me if I was upset with her.
That's what I was thinking. Be the last person I want in the car if I was upset with someone. I'd be like, girl, go take that
Exactly.
ride share. All right, so now you get in the car, and what happens?
We're getting in the car.
And that's really the basis of your claim. That's why you're suing.
Yes.
So what happened?
We're getting in the car, and I'm acting as if everything is okay, because I thought that we finished I thought she told me everything is cool. You can be with him, do whatever you want. So I thought we're cool.
Did you think she was being sarcastic?
No, not at all.
You thought
I
she
know
was being
her.
super sincere, like,
Your
oh,
Honor,
girl, I
I
just
know
think this
her.
is the best thing for you, and that meanwhile, she's had all these issues with Derek, and she's going to tell her best friend, I think this is a wonderful situation, and you ought to go for it?
I don't think
And you don't
she's-
think she was being sarcastic?
No.
Or PO'd with you?
No, I don't think that she will say that it is a wonderful situation. I don't think that. But I do think, because I know her so well, you know, Your Honor, I'm here not because I want to. I'm here because I really can't afford it.
All right, so that night, you get in the car. What happens?
So I continued as if nothing happened, because I love her. And I asked her, Emma, is everything okay? And she started yelling, and she started lifting her hands from the wheel and look at me all the time and not looking at the road. And we slammed into a pole, and I hurted my right hand.
You have medical bills as well. Let me see
Yes.
those. Because I'm going to rule on this case. But I'm just really trying to get to this. So what happened? What happened, Emma, in that car that night?
Maybe I yelled, I don't know, but I said basically, I am upset with you. I don't want to talk about it right now. And I felt the car lose grip on the road. And the next thing that I knew, we slammed into a pole, and I was screaming, you know.
So
trying to
why
make
are
sure
there
she was okay.
$9,000 plus in medical?
I broke my hand because of what happened.
Right.
I couldn't work.
So that's the majority of your claim is that you were out of work. for a
That
couple
and
of
also
months.
medical bills.
And the medical bills.
Yeah, ambulance, everything.
How much were your medical bills by themselves?
The medical bills are something like 5,000.
I get the fact that you lost wages. I get the fact that you, from these medical reports, that you were injured. But you really should not have let her get in the car. You were upset with her. You let her get in the car. She keeps pushing you because what she's trying to do is get your affirmation that it's really okay for her to be with Derek, right? Even though it had been a year ago, it was painful for you to hear that now she wants to be with him, right? I mean, it's just human nature.
Yeah.
I hope Derek is worth it. I mean, goodness gracious.
He's not.
This is a wonderful friendship that has lasted all this time. I am going to give you $1,000 for lost wages, but the rest of that for the medical, you're going to have to submit to your insurance company. But what I hope the life lesson is, this situation should not have ever happened. When you all are in your 70s and 80s and 90s, and you all need to look to each other for support, you're going to look back at each other and say, dang, why did I let this man come in here and destroy a friendship that should have lasted for a lifetime? And I know I've gone on longer than I should with this case, but I want you to hear me that when you have someone who will cover your back, it's just invaluable. I don't know that this relationship can ever be fixed, but I tell you, you're going to look back when you're 90 and you're going to regret the day that you were in my courtroom. $1,000 judgment for the plaintiff for reasons I have stated in this courtroom will cover part of the lost wages when you weren't able to work. If there's nothing further, we'll stand adjourned.
Well, shoot, that is not the way I thought that was going to go. Now, I cannot tell. I was trying there at the end. Someone is lying through their teeth because their stories are just completely opposite. I'm inclined to think that it is the woman with the brown hair here and the pink that is lying. Because what the judge said makes sense to me. If you're upset with someone, you don't say, oh no, please, I insist, come in my car. You say, you get your own Uber, I'll see you later. But someone is lying through their teeth here because their stories are completely opposite. Regardless of that, I don't care if she's begging you to go in the car with you. She's looking for approval to date Derek. She's wanting her to get over her own things about having dated him a year ago. I think that's pretty selfish of her, to be honest. The fact that she said she can't understand why that might be is very odd. It means she hasn't put herself in the circumstance. Imagine someone you've dated seriously, and it ended. Say it even ended amicably. It wasn't like a nasty breakup or anything. And then say you find out one day, a year later, that your really good friend is dating her or him. It would be weird for you. Now, could you work through that? Maybe. But it would be weird for you. I don't care if she was begging to get in the car. The woman in red, the one who was being sued for the $9,000, should not have let her in the car. And because she was the one operating the vehicle, the way that I thought this should go is 100% she should have to pay for the medical expenses because that is the direct consequence of her actions as the driver. They hit a pole. They hit an immovable object. It's not like another car came and hit them. That would be, the person driving that car would be the person responsible for that. They drove into a pole, which means the driver was responsible for that. It should have already gone through medical insurance. Like, I don't understand, unless she doesn't have medical insurance. In America, you have to, obviously. Not billing it through insurance and then trying to charge them the full amount is odd. Making the driver cover whatever she has to pay after it having gone through her insurance makes sense to me. The lost wages thing, I'm not so sure about that because I don't know what she does for a job and whether or not she could have done it a bit with her broken hand. But the direct result is maybe the lost wages, but definitely the injury. So that's how I thought that was going to go. I am more curious. I'd love everybody to chime in about do you think it's appropriate to ever date somebody that one of your friends has dated, or are you throwing that relationship in jeopardy? And do you think she handled it well, the girl in pink hair? And which one of them is just straight up lying? Because I can't tell, to be honest. I kept trying, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, the perspectives each of you would have had to tell the story you're telling, it makes more sense to me that the girl in pink here is lying through her teeth. than the girl in red, but I don't know. I couldn't really tell. So let me know what you think in the comments below.